Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting show, the About That Wallet podcast, where we help you build strong financial habits so that you can be successful and confident in everything that you do. One of the things that I am going to be talking about today is how to create a mission statement. So the beautiful things about creating a mission statement is that you need to know when to use one, and actually every business should have one, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your love life. Are you utilizing this in your 9 to 5? And actually, how can you actually create value by having an awesome mission statement? To Because if you're a leader and you don't have a mission statement, your staff is going to be so upset, underrated, and really just feel like they don't have a sense of purpose. They need to know where they're going. So this is what this episode is about. So before we keep going into this, let's go ahead on and get paid. So I gotta do what I gotta do so I can get that Escalade. All right, hold tight. You're listening to the About That Wallet podcast. We'll be right back after these messages.
Even the best and the brightest this world has to offer have coaches and mentors. Build strong money-making behaviors by applying financial concepts and strategies with Anthony Weaver on the About That Wallet Show. It's time to get off the bench and get in the game. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
What up? So welcome back, everybody. As you see, I got my little business attire on today. But one of the things that I do want to talk about, the reason why I wanted to bring up this particular topic is because I noticed that at work, people get really frustrated when they don't know what to do. When you go on vacation, that's the reason why if you have a love life and you just trying to figure out, is this person okay to marry, or this person is a long time situation? And one of the ways that you can actually find out if they are a good match for you is to actually go on a vacation. The reason why you want to go on vacation is so that you can actually see how they can operate under pressure. Do they plan well? Do they like to go out on adventures, or do they like to stay in and just kind of take in the hotel amenities? Or are they actually like looking at historical references for that particular place? And what really sparks them up when it's just you two in that particular environment? So having a mission is one of those things that can help you grow and as a person and also inside your business so that you can actually be successful. Now, before we dive into all of that fun stuff, I just want to say that this is going to be one of the fun activities today. I actually have a nice, lovely PowerPoint slide, and I have some information that I want to share with you all that I actually was able to gather from the identitytheft.gov. The reason why I want to bring this up is because right now a lot of things are happening and people aren't taking advantage of their what's available to them inside their activities. Like, the government has so many things that they can offer, however they cannot advertise for you. So that's the reason why I like to come on this show and just share exactly what is out there, what is the government has to offer for you as a resident of the government, and also what can the government provide on a day-to-day basis. So one of the things that they have here on identitytheft.gov, I actually have one of these books. It's an old book, however, but the information is still good. So a lot of you have come to me talking about creditors and talking about debt collectors and debt collection and so forth. I like to go to the source and find some information. So one of the things here on, what is this? This is, again, identitytheft.gov. And they say here is that communicating with creditors and debt collectors. So this is if your credit has been stolen and identity theft is going on, you want to try some of these opportunities. Hey, what's going on, folks on IG that are watching live right now? And welcome, folks that are watching right now on YouTube. So, they say right here, you have the right to stop creditors and debt collectors from reporting fraudulent accounts. After you give them a copy of a valid identity theft report, they may not report fraudulent accounts to the credit bureaus. Number two, you have the right to get copies of documents related to the theft of your identity, like transactional records or even applications for your accounts. Write the company that has the documents and include a copy of your identity theft report. You can also tell the company to give the documents to a specific law enforcement agency. The third thing, they say you have the right to stop a debt collector from contacting you. In most cases, debt collectors must stop contacting you after you send them a letter telling them to stop. And lastly, you have the right to get written information from a debt collector about debt, including the name of the creditor and the amount you supposedly owe if the debt collector contacts you about a debt request. And also make sure you request all of this information in writing. So you want to make sure you get this in writing, because then you can always sue them and all that fun stuff. So to get more information like this, go ahead on and go to aboutthatwallet.com/newsletter so that you can get a copy of such information in the future, and make sure you get that. So going forward, I actually got a voicemail. So if you ever want to leave a voicemail message, you can go to aboutthatwallet.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and in there, you can actually click on, record a voice message. So if you actually want to do that, go ahead on and do that right now if you want to. For those of you who are listening while you're driving, please just wait till you're actually sitting down and go to the website and do that at your leisure. One of the things, I just got to find it right quick because somebody was nice enough to leave me a voicemail message. Let me see if I can upload it to a website so that you all can see it and then listen to it. Give me one moment here while I do that because I had everything ready. Okay. So this message, let me give you a background. So this message is from Alyssa. She's actually one of the followers on Instagram. She really takes to all the cool things in finances. So let me go ahead on and share the screen. And for those of you who are listening on audio, hopefully you all can hear this and share. And let's play what she has to say.
Hello,
If my
Anthony.
audio
So,
works.
am I the first one to leave
It
a
should be
message?
working.
It's Alyssa Mazes.
Let me respond it.
Hello, Anthony. So, am I the first one to leave a message? It's Alyssa Mazes. Amplify My Wealth. Just wanted to say hi. This is so cool. I love this. What a great idea. Anyway, gosh, very cool. I don't have a money question for you. Actually, why not? My money question to you, maybe you can answer it in your Instagram stories if you want, or DM me. What is your first money memory? Kind of curious. Let me know.
So if you actually want to leave a voicemail message, just like Alyssa, go ahead on and go to aboutthatwallet.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom and leave a voicemail message. So she asked the question, what was my first memory of money? My first memory of money was actually that I can remember or recall the most was actually getting a beating for stealing stickers at a grocery store because she like, Mom, I really wanted the sticker and I just could not find it. And one of the things is that it's like one of those holograph stickers. And so I took it home, I put it in my pocket, went home, and then my mom found out that I had this sticker in my pocket, and she wound up giving me a beating, and then told me to go all the way back to the store to return it. And because I had to return it, um, that was one of the embarrassing things that I had to deal with, because I never had stole anything about that. But one of the things that brought me, the reason why I remember that is because we didn't have money like that. And so to do that, it was almost like an embarrassment to my mom to show like, hey, we are so broke that we actually stealing from the store. And I felt bad for doing that because it's actually a reflection of my household. As I'm older now, and I get it, but I do feel bad about it. And so to this day, I currently try my best not to steal or do anything like that. So we got the voicemail message out the way. I want to go ahead on and thank you all for listening to that. So let's go ahead on and dive into the show. So what we're talking about today is how to create a mission statement. So the multiple things that are going on in the mission statement, you got to think about your goals, your vision, and also your purpose. So let's think about it. How to create a mission statement, a step-by-step guide to defining your purpose. For those of you who are listening on Instagram, I'm gonna just go ahead on and rotate this so that you can all see the stuff that I got. Because I actually got show and two. All right. If this is too close, just go to YouTube. It's just a lot easier that way. Okay. So the mission statement, it is the mission statement is a concise statement that defines the purpose, goals, and values of your organization. Think about it as the importance of it. It actually helps you guide your decisions, set up your priorities, and actually help your team actually figure out what they need to do when they need to do it. Let me go this route. Okay. So the importance of a mission statement. The first one is that it aligns everything, it guides everything, and then also it differentiates you and your team from everything that you need to do. When it comes to your mission statement, this is one of the most important things for your job, for your position. Even if you're an entrepreneur, you need to know how to do your mission statement. This actually separates you from everyone else. How can you provide value and guidance to people when you don't even know where you need to go? How do you even know what is important for you and what are the things that you need to be successful? Are you buying this new tool or activity because it seems cool and everybody else is doing it? Or are you doing this because it's actually aligns with your goals and your differences? Okay. So I have somebody in the audience, and she asked a question. Greetings, my brother. What you stole, what did I walk into? Well, because you're actually coming into the later part of the show, I was just talking about what was my first memory of money, and that's where that came from. Okay, let's move on with this slide. Okay, so we want to look at the core components of a mission statement. The core components of the mission statement is one, you need to focus on the economics of your mission statement. This is what helps you make money. Making the money is the most important thing for every business. Now, you might be able to say, hey, I helped somebody make, you know, add value to them. But at the end of the day, you need to make some money because you need to keep the lights on, you need to make a profit, and you need to be sustainable for the customer because the customer want to see you win. But if you're not making money or being there for them to add that value or to provide a resource for them, then they can't continue on to patronize your business because you're not selling them anything. You're not providing the value that you think you are when only one or two people are there. You need to actually, you know, your numbers, you know where you need to go, but you need to make sure your statement, your mission statement is providing value in what you need to do. So, the second thing that you need as your core component is your deadline. You need to find something that's realistic, something that is achievable in a timely fashion, and that is able to, um, be very easily to obtain within that year. Usually, most mission statements are good for a year or maybe 6 months. So it's okay to constantly change your mission, but you want to make sure that it's long enough and achievable enough and not too far out. Because think about it, if your mission statement is for 2 years, like that's kind of like the max. If you go on like 4 years out, there is no sense of purpose, there is no sense of urgency. This can actually cause problems. So you want to make sure that your deadlines are nice and tight within those 6 months. Now let's move on over to purpose. This is the reason why it is important. Why are you doing this in the first place? This goes beyond the money. This goes beyond the tactics of the business. This is the reason why. This is what is calling you to do beyond the call of duty. So when you think about, um, why does McDonald's constantly provide are in all these different cities or right around the corner and just in all these other places? You can think about it like, hey, their purpose is to actually be a source of food for the community. They want to be like when you're hungry, this is where you want to go. So that could be their purpose. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't really know what McDonald's purpose is. I just know that they all over the place. Okay. So this mission statement formula, you'd be like, all right, cool. How do I create a mission statement? One of the ways that I found a lovely walkthrough on how to create a strong mission statement. And this is actually coming from How to Grow Your Small Business. It really has a nice, easy way to kind of start off with your mission statement, and having that will help you go forward. So let's walk through it. The first thing that they say, they start off this formula with, we will accomplish the economics by the deadline because of the purpose. And if it's too much to do it, I would just simplify it even further to say, we will accomplish X by Y because of Z, if you want to bring it down that way. Now, having this understanding is that it's a nice, easy to follow template. You can take this and write it down and then work on it on your own time. So let's take this into a real life example. One of them is starting off with a tech startup, and they can say, well, we will accomplish a 30% increase in market share by the end of Q4 2025 because of our commitment to driving innovation in affordable and accessible AI solutions. So they are already providing the economics because they need to figure out some way to make some money. And then they bringing in the deadline, which is Q4 2025. And then they also bringing in their purpose, which is our commitment to driving innovation in affordable and accessible AI solutions. So let's go for the next one. We're going to do a fashion brand now. We will accomplish a 50% reduction in our carbon footprint by 2030. Now, keep in mind, remember, I was saying those long ones are kind of iffy, but if you have a strong purpose and drive, this could help this out. Because of our dedication to creating a more sustainable and ethical fashion industry. Now, this mission statement sounds pretty cool. Could they tighten this up a little bit? Yes. The only thing I could think of is that they could probably bring it down a little bit on the timeline and maybe change a different economic approach that will actually bring this to light. Now, keep in mind, this can actually be the mission statement of the whole business, and then you can have subsequent mission statements. So if they have a team or they have so they might have the person that's going out to getting the materials, the raw materials. Are they actually getting them from a place that already has zero emissions or zero carbon footprint, or at least close to one? And because they are able to bring down that particular one side of the house, they can start moving on to the next level when it comes to their brand. Now, these are just the mission statements that can be utilized at a higher level. So think about it in your business. So I was like, cool, let me take a crack at this and do it for my business. So for the About That Wallet podcast, I can utilize this mission statement to say, hey, we will accomplish a 50% increase in listener engagement by the end of 2025 because of our commitment to empowering individuals with practical financial knowledge and tools to to achieve financial stability and success. Now, I have to say that mission statement sounds pretty cool, because I am focusing on helping out with practical knowledge to help you be successful, and also ways to protect your money, and so that you have all the tools that's necessary to be successful in your business. Now, when you think about your business, you want to start thinking about how are you helping somebody to be successful. Think about a movie. You are the guy that's on the side. You are the, I guess you could say, in most films, they usually have the magical black person. And what it means by is that the hero is always in peril. They don't know what's going on. They have issues. They're not successful. So let's go with, because this helps out tell that story. And this is what you want to do is help the hero go from a zero to number one. Okay. You want zero to hero. Your goal as a business is to take somebody from zero to hero. And because you're able to take that person from zero to hero, this is what your mission statement should be aligned to. How are you going to help that person? You can say, hey, things are crappy for you right now. It's okay. But we're here to help you be a hero in whatever it is. For instance, there's a lot of people who, like a lot of guys trying to date, and they was like, man, how come I can't find any dates? Because I'm a zero. And, because, and then I can come by and be like, hey, zero guy, I've been in your shoes before. I haven't, you seem like you're out of luck, you're down and out, and you just don't know how to date, because you just don't have money in your pocket and you just feel broke all the time. Well, listening to the About That Wallet podcast, where we've helped over, I would say, 50 different families and even at least over 20 individuals start saving money and feeling confident with their money. So now they are able to be dating and finding marriage and actually happy talking about their money. So this is what the About That Wallet podcast can do for you. And if you decide not to go with us, well, let's think about it. How is your dating situation now? Is it really helping you? Is that where you want to be? I mean, you could do it on your own for sure, but we have the solution right here. And you can do this in 3 easy steps. All you have to do is just go to the aboutthatwallet.com, sign up for the newsletter. I will provide some additional resources there, and then we can go from there. Or I could say, hey, go ahead on and email me at info@aboutthatwallet.com, and I'll reply to you with a couple short steps that you can take immediately to take over your finances so that you can find that next date the next time you're out hanging out. So, this is one of the things that you can do when you start marketing yourself and having a cool mission statement. This will actually help your brand, help your business, and help take you to that next level. So that's what I have all today for this live session. I just want to thank you all for everything that you've been doing. And I can't leave without you telling you, if you got any value out of this episode, go ahead on and like, subscribe, share. Per usual, you know what to do. And sign up for the newsletter. It comes out monthly. I provide, either AI prompts, from how to actually create stories or creating your business plan. And I will include the AI prompt for this particular exercise that we talked about today so that you have that available at your fingertips. Moreover, I will be working on providing information that you can utilize today, as well as information that you can utilize in the future. So I just want to thank you all again. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace.